Bowling Green Falcons and the Army Black Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Black Knights headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. On the move, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for runs.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They'll run it to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Sellers. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. At the 45 on its way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Here's Sellers to throw. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The run inside, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Hey, you come out early in the game. game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Running inside. It's Wingo. Maybe a crease. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hard-hitting tackle.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
And the Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. Sellers. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Into the end zone for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He holds it in and nobody's close. Finds some room. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Army!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Sellers. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Falcons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
In they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Sellers makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for a huge play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
Not all DBs make the